Over the course of the 30-year practice in the law, I've dealt with commercial real estate, buying and selling. I've dealt with lease negotiation. I make sure that my clients are completely in the know. The responsibility that I feel that I take on when I have a franchise candidate or when I have a client is that if they're under my watch, if they're under my protection, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to take care of them. If you want to go it alone, you can go it alone, but you have to factor in time and money. There's probably over 4,000 different franchise concepts that are out there, and so you're going to have to take the time to go through those 4,000 concepts, assuming you can find them all, and decide which ones are good, which ones are bad. The bigger issue is just money alone in terms of going it alone. If you make a mistake, it costs money. It's just an axiom of business. You are going to make some mistakes, but you want to make as few as possible. Let's say that you have somebody who has to get through the African jungle and you've got to go 100 miles from point A to point B. Sure, if you have a tough enough individual, that person's going to be able to hack their way through the jungle. They may not go in a straight line, they may get damaged along the way, but they may eventually end up where they want to be. On the other hand, you can have a guide. That guide has been through the jungle before. That guide knows where the alligators are, it knows where the swamp is, it knows where the quicksand is. That guide can take you through the jungle faster and at less physical and emotional and I'd say even financial costs to you. So why would you not do that? Why would you go through the jungle by yourself without a guide? And that's all a consultant does. It's going to cost the person buying the franchise the same amount of money whether they have a consultant or whether they don't have a consultant. And what I've seen time and time again is if you are working with somebody who has, in a sense, already gone down that road, you're working with somebody who is not emotionally involved in your fears, and so they can provide a stability or a shock absorber. You have somebody that can say, don't worry, let me fight that fight. That's why you brought me on board. I am affiliated with the FBA, and to use a word picture analogy, you can have a surfboard and you can be standing on that surfboard and that surfboard can be on the beach in the sand. And sure, you're standing on a surfboard, but you're not going anywhere. When you're affiliated with the FBA, it's like being on a gigantic Hawaiian wave. What you're getting is not just my expertise, whatever experiences I bring to the table, but this powerful organization that has experts, resources, people that you can contact, people that you can call, people that will help. We've already vetted thousands and dropped off the table thousands of franchises. We've narrowed it down to a few that are going to work really, really well, and we get them there as fast as possible. And if they don't like the few that we've picked out, and by few I mean 15 or 20, that we work with on a regular basis, we can broaden that scope, but again, we can do it in a controlled fashion so that the end product is going to come to them faster and better.